seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So that's got things underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Well read, nice interception. Baina. Mikel Oyarzabal. Kubasi. Laporte. Oyarzabal is onto it in a flash. Dani Olmo. Pedro Porro. Yamal. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Pedro Porro. Oh, it's played into the area. Dembele. And it's Kone. And here's Mbappe. Doué played with finesse. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. Cucurella. Pau Kubasi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rabiot. Rabiot forwards and with intent. Oh, sweet feet. Rabiot played out to the left flank. Now the delivery. Laporte is there and he can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Yamal. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Doué. Mbappe. And he's there to clear it. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Kone. Olise proves too strong. Pedri. And it's Dembele. Dembele chips it through. That's a throw. Doué. Oh, he's been flattened there. Digne. There are a few waiting for it. And that's aimed into the decent chance! And the ball's come loose here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Dani Olmo, Kone wins the duel this time. Kone shifted upfield. Kubasi. Laporte. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Baina. Nice control. And here's Dani Olmo. Played out wide. And here's Baina. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Rabiot does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella picks it up now. Olise, and back to the goalkeeper. Pedri. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope.
And he'll shoot here! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Kone. That's really well manoeuvred. Dembele, now he's off and running. Oyarzabal. Dani Olmo, spread out to the left. Hit into the middle.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Pedri. Cucurella. And here's Baina. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Digne. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Time for a change in personnel. Olise goes short. He came in hard, very hard.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
And so they prepare themselves to settle it from the spot. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. So this one to set the tone. And he puts them one up.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Oyathabal next in line, and here he is. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Doué is the man who's second in line.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, didn't change.
Ferran Torres is second man up. And in with absolute accuracy.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Big character, big moment, big save.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save. He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
France are looking to keep pace here.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Dani Olmo is the 4th man to step up. And he puts it away.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Oh, it's been saved! And that's it! So after a gruelling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken.
Commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous rappelons que pour votre sécurité, ce match est placé sous vidéosurveillance.